continuing the discussion of family and the importance of family in child development. When we're talking about family function, one important element is how a family functions in times of stress. Sometimes stress is unavoidable. Think to recent history, think to the pandemic. Nobody could really avoid stress from the pandemic. Everybody got some more than others, but everybody got something. Things happen that are unpredictable, uncontrollable. For some people, there are considerable stressors in their life. Some people have more stressors. One area that gets a lot of attention is poverty. And we do see that living in poverty seems to be have a cumulative effect. That means that all of the things that are linked to poverty, they add to each other, they pile on. So it ends up being this sort of gigantic overall effect on development, and also family functioning and structure. Structure, we do see that differences in structure are present with poverty. In situations with poverty, you see different family structures exhibited, and you see that family functioning can be affected in times of poverty, because poverty is typically inherently stressful. Now, one theory, one model that has been applied here is the family stress model. Now, there are other ones out there. I'm not going to tell you about them. All right, just going to try to keep it simple, but in case you take an upper level class, this is not the only one. There are other ones out there like the family investment model and the other things, but the family stress model, this is a big one. It's a good one for you to know about. And this one, the family stress model, focuses on how a family reacts in times of stress. So how does stress correlate or predict child development? The important question is not what does stress do, it's how does the family react to that stress. It's a family's reaction to things like poverty. Does poverty affect child development? A better question is, does how a family reacts to poverty and its stressors correlate or predict or affect child development? So with the family stress model, any risk factor damages a family only if it increases the stress on that family. All right, how do they cope? How do they manage with the risk factor, with something like poverty? So the adult stressful reaction to poverty is crucial in determining the effect on children. All right, so if they are lashing out at their children because of the stress that they're experiencing, if they are putting pressure on their kids, if they're discussing money with their kids, if they are expecting their children to take on parental roles, engaging in parentification of children, if they are withdrawing, if they are depressed and anxious because of what's going on, those sorts of things, the reaction is more important than the stressor itself. All right. And there's lots of research supporting the family stress model and other similar models where when we look at family functioning, it's a lot more than just what situation is the family in. It matters what situation a family is in, but the big thing that seems to matter is, okay, what is the emotional climate in the home? What are the expectations placed on the child? Those seem to be much more crucial than the specific situation itself. All right. Right, and that is what I want you to know about the family stress model. And this is going to end the videos about family. Again, I could discuss more, but this is what I want my students to know for developmental psychology.